manifesting has kind of become something that's a bit watered down because Twitter just kind of took it and ran with it. But truthfully, it's more than just asking the universe what you want and then like walking away and expecting it. I'm so close to the camera right now. I wanted to wear this shirt because it's cute. It has like this on it. I'll link the artist, but you can't even see it. So what's the point? So we're just gonna start recording and hope for the best. So, hey, what's up, you guys? Let me pull up my notes, like the professor that I am. Whew. Who is excited for a video? I should make a video on how to not be jealous because that's what I'm dealing with right now. That's more of a video I need to watch. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel if you are a returning viewer. And if you're new, welcome to my stream of consciousness. I'm Jasmine Kylene, a spiritual counselor, conscious journalist, and I have a newsletter that you can sign up for down in the link below. It'll give you a free meditation and I'll send you bi-weekly updates on the astrological weather. That's it, that's all the promo. I'm done. If you found your way to this video, then judging by the title, I'm sure you are expecting some tips and tricks on how to manifest. I'm really excited to make this video because I think that there are so many existing ways that you can manifest your... Is this recording? It is. Oh my, I have that moment every single time I make a video. Oh God. There are many... Girl, the reflection of the tripod in the mirror just now, I thought somebody was in this room. There are many different ways that one can manifest their true desires, but I find that everybody who works with manifestation and the law of attraction has kind of figured out how to do it on their own terms, like their own ways to manifest. And I found that I do the same thing. I have my own very specific ways that I have successfully manifested a lot of stuff in my life, so I thought that I would make a video sharing the ways that I manifest to see if maybe they resonate with any of you guys, because truthfully, they're very easy. I'm not into like extensive rituals. I think when a certain ritual or a method causes you to overexert yourself or it takes a lot of stress, I find that they don't work as well because you are, I don't know, you're not in a place of clarity when you're doing it. I feel like when the manifestation rituals that you use invite you to be more playful, I find that they work much better. So here are the ways in which I manifest the things in my life. And by the way, are you wondering why should I listen to you? You know that, girl, I have manifested relationships, jobs, career stuff, which is jobs. I've manifested friendships. I've manifested physical things. I've manifested inner growth. But I think it's also important to note that when you are actively working on your manifestation, it's not a matter of like, okay, I want this like red Ferrari to just show up in my living room and then you like open your eye and there it is. It's a matter, I mean, that would be dope. And honestly, things like that have happened for a lot of people, and there's a middle ground, but in an overarching sense, when you're truly in a space of manifesting, you know that you are working alongside the universe. You are co-creating the life that you live. So you're setting the intention and you're inviting the universe to do the work that you can't do. You know, what is out of your control, you're trusting that it's being, you're trusting that it's in the best possible hands that are, you know, intending alongside your highest good. However, you do know that there is stuff that you need to do. For example, if, you know, for me, I wanted to get more confident in my Spanish, so I manifested that I would be more fluent in my Spanish. Y después me encontré con una profesora que tiene clases en línea que son divertidas y me ha ayudado un montón en, no sé, sentirme más cómoda, sentirme más segura, o sea que, and it wasn't that I manifested, you know, like an overnight knowledge or wealth of knowledge of grammatical things that I would have never known before. It was, you know, I manifested the opportunity to exert my own action in working alongside the universe to get me to where I am today. I hope that wasn't a convoluted way to express that. Okay, anyway, so here are the, how many are these? Let me count them. Here are the about 7 or 8 manifestation techniques that I use to make things come out of thin goddamn air. Just kidding. I also work alongside the universe. I just said all that. Okay. So the first method that I find the most efficient when it comes to manifesting is to speak my affirmations and my intentions into water. Now there's a ton of research that goes into how water is a conduit of manifestation. I mean, it's present in it's present everywhere. Our earth is so much of water, our bodies are so much of water, and they carry an energy with them. They're cleansing. I don't know why I'm saying they. I don't know. Water feels gender neutral. Water carries an immense amount of power in it, a detoxifying, cleansing, and manifesting power. So what I like to do, and this is something that, you know, can be altered to whatever your liking is, but in the mornings when I sit down on my altar and I meditate, I leave a glass of water on my windowsill, and after I'm really grounded and in my fluid state, I will grab the water. Sometimes I put a few drops of my flower essence into it, but otherwise... Okay, I had a quick interruption, but we're back. Where was I? Shit. Sorry, I had to stop it really quick. So the door's open now, continuity error. The dog has to, it's fine. Okay, so, oh yeah, we were talking about water, right. So every morning, after I am in a meditative state and I'm holding my glass of water, I will speak affirmations into them and in my mind as I'm drinking the water. Typically this is like my first glass of water in the day, and I speak whatever it is that I want my reality to be in present tense. So I'll say, you know, I am in the highest possible timeline, I am working my dream career, I am in my dream relationship, I am living a life I love while building a life I love. That is one of my favorite affirmations. Whatever it is that I want to set an intention for or speak on for my reality, I will speak into my water, and it hasn't failed me once. So definitely try to do that, or if you're in the shower, you can let the water run over you, and you can envision it cleansing off any energy that isn't 5D, because when you're in 5D you're manifesting easily because you're in the highest possible timeline and vibration. Speaking of that, I do have a video that talks about how to jump into your highest possible timeline, which you can check out if you'd like. But in the video, I talk about the 2-cup method, which is another extremely efficient way to manifest. And I'll link a video that explains it more in depth, but it's basically this idea of having 2 cups, one representing your present reality and the other representing the reality in which whatever it is that you are intending to manifest exists, and you pour your present reality into the one in which your manifestation reality exists. It's a really beautiful ritual and it's very powerful. I've done it only twice because it feels very intentional, and I kind of like to keep it sacred, because that's the thing with manifestation techniques. There's some that you can do often, right? So like I'm going to talk about scripting at a point, and scripting is something that I do basically every new moon, or whenever I feel called to it. That one is more, it's easier to do scripting more often, but other ones that are more ritualistic, it's important to keep them sacred. So speaking affirmations into your water, the 2-cup method. The third thing I love to do is Pinterest boarding. Now, I know that it is very common to vision board, and I absolutely have a vision board right above my altar. I'll show it to you guys, but I find that like I oftentimes get new ideas for stuff that I want to manifest, and it's much more difficult to physically add them to a vision board. But if you have an online vision board, essentially a Pinterest board, it's easy to just like go in and change and add and keep up your manifestation visualization. So go on Pinterest. You can make your board private or public, but you know, make a manifestation board specifically and just add in there pictures that that raise your vibrations, pictures that represent what it is you want to call into your life, whether it's a relationship or travel or, you know, a dream career or the body that it is that you want. Whatever that means for you, make sure that you are adding in pictures that represent that and that you see yourself in. It's not something that I would say you look at every single day, because the secret to manifestation is setting the intention and actively working towards it while letting go of your hold on it, right? Like not being so attached to outcome. So if you're looking at your Pinterest vision board every single day, you're kind of attached to the outcome. But if you check on it periodically when you are adding or changing or tweaking any of it, that keeps it fresh in your consciousness while not oversaturating it, if that makes sense. And what makes this manifestation method the most efficient is the fact that it's a lot of fun to do. It is so much fun to just like go on and feel the freedom to put together whatever scenes of life you want to see for yourself. It's very much like going to a shopping mall and like having an unlimited amount of money to buy whatever it is that you want to buy, and being able to see it really makes it much easier to visualize, which is another huge key to manifesting. So it's just a lot of fun. Let yourself run free. You know, tying in astrology, but like the sign of Pisces, I think something that we can all learn from the sign of Pisces is the fact that they are dreamers in a sense where they don't feel bound or limited by their own dreams. So let yourself be boundless and limitless, and don't think that there's anything that is too big to manifest for yourself. When you are Pinterest boarding, put in pictures of those influencers that are on otherworldly retreats in Indonesia, and like don't think that that at all isn't something that you can make for yourself, because you can. That's it. That's the tweet. The next way that I like to manifest is to work with the moon phases. Obviously, I'm very connected to the moon. Lali La Luna TV, you love to see it. And I find that when we work alongside the energies that are above us, as above, so below, it will reflect in whatever it is that we are trying to create. So if it's a full moon, I like to work on the things that I need to release in order to make space for what it is that I want to manifest. And when it's the new moon, I want to make sure that I'm focusing on what it is that I physically and tangibly want to bring into my reality. So there are a ton of rituals that you can find online as far as how to like exactly work with them. If you have like a dedicated full or new moon journal, you can write your intentions down. You can work with crystals. You can go to the beach and make sure that you're under the moonlight. You can do like a full or new moon bath, or do a meditation, go to a group ritual that's socially distant. And there's a plethora of other ways that you can do it, but the point is that there are a ton of ways to work alongside the moon. Just make sure that you're working alongside it correctly and honoring what the energies are supporting so that those energies can support you. So if there's a releasing energy going on because it's a full moon, it wouldn't really make sense to hone in on like what you want to manifest. You know, let yourself work with the seasons, work with the phases, release what is serving as an obstacle in your life, because that's going to help you manifest. If there's blockages and stuff that you're holding on to, you're not going to have any room to bring in new. So get comfortable with change, get comfortable with death and rebirth, get comfortable with clearing space to invite in new. Another incredibly efficient way to manifest is to do scripting, which is something that I mentioned earlier in this video. Scripting is something that I usually do on the new moon, right? Because like I just said, the new moon is a time of bringing in, of manifesting. So when you're scripting, it's essentially journaling, but journaling in present tense what it is that you want your reality to be and what you want your reality to look like. So it's something that you really have to get into like a meditative state and just let your soul write. It's not even something that you're consciously doing. It's very much tapping into the subconscious, tapping into a state where you aren't bound by ego and you're not hearing thoughts of like, that's impossible or you can't do that. It's working from the core of your own self and just letting yourself run free with the reality that it is that you want, and writing it in present tense. That's the most important part when it comes to manifesting. And another key for scripting is to make sure that you are expressing gratitude for what it is that you're manifesting as you are manifesting it. So sort of saying, I am so grateful for working my dream career. It's something that I enjoy doing every single day. And not only am I so grateful to be working my dream career, but I get to come home to my loving boyfriend in an apartment that I'm comfortable and happy in. And I'm so happy and grateful and thankful to be living this reality. You know, just however you want to word it, make sure that it's coming from your core, and make sure that you are as specific as you can be. You know, the universe likes details. Your cosmic waiter is waiting to take your order. So make sure that you're specific on what your order is. If you want to be driving an aquamarine Mini Cooper from your job to your apartment, make sure that you add that in and make sure that you really visualize it and feel it and honor it as yours, because it is. All of this stuff, everything that you are calling in for yourself, it already exists and it's already yours. You just need to make sure that you are at the vibrational match for it. So in a place where you feel like you are deserving of it and it already belongs to you, you're already in a vibrational match. You get yourself to a vibrational match for it. So yeah, just see it as yours and know that there's no way it couldn't be yours. What is yours will not miss you. Another way that I like to actively manifest is acting as if. I am intending to be a conscious journalist and spiritual counselor who has a global audience and a revolving line of clientele and all of these beautiful things that I know are my soul's purpose and that I'm excited to do. And it's so clear for me that that is what my life is. It's so clear to me that that is how my story is going to go and how it already is going. So I kind of just act as if, you know, I'm still getting certain certifications and I'm still working on certain elements of my career, but you know, energy-wise, I'm already standing firmly in who I know it is that I'm building myself to be. So by acting as if, you kind of align with the reality that is as if that makes sense. So if you are, you know, a training athlete and you see yourself as somebody who is, you know, in the league and deeply embedded in your athletic career, you know, actively work towards it, but also stand in the shoes of somebody who has made it. See yourself as somebody who has made it. Don't wait for something to happen in order to check it off your checklist and say, okay, now I've made it. Already stand in it. Already act as if. You know, if you want to be an actress and you want to make it in Hollywood, you know, when you're out and about, act like there's paparazzi behind those bushes. And that may sound a bit insane, but it truly is a trick of the mind. And when you train your brain to believe your reality to be a certain way, your reality will soon reflect that, because our thoughts and our emotions cultivate what our environment is going to mirror back to us. The next technique is making a manifestation jar. This is something that I've done only once. Like I said with the 2-cup method, you want to make sure that certain methods are kept more sacred. And I'll show you a video of a manifestation jar that my beautiful, beautiful friend Jay made. She's incredible and she inspired me to make a jar later today. I'm very excited about it actually. But this is a way where you can kind of like get your hands dirty, like do something tangible, and it's a lot of fun, and it's something to it's a method of artistically expressing yourself while intending your reality. So you can dress up your jar as anything that you want. You can make images on it that represent the reality that it is that you want for yourself. If you want to live in a certain country, you know, draw the flag. Whatever it is, have it physically represented on the jar. And like Jay did, and which is what I would usually do as well, sort of maybe write affirmations that are affirming this reality for you around it. Like, I am living in Italy and loving every second of it. Or I have long and thick full hair that goes to the middle of my back and I love it. And inside the jar you can add in whatever feels intuitively correct to you. So there are certain crystals that could make sense to go inside a manifestation jar. Green crystals like jade or aventurine, or even malachite. You could add in citrine, a quartz. You know, if you're manifesting a relationship, you want to probably put in there some rose quartz. Whatever makes sense for whatever it is that you're manifesting. If it's an abundance jar, then you want to add in definitely some malachite or pyrite, or you know, whatever crystals usually work alongside manifesting money. And yeah, so just figure out the energies of what it is that your manifestation jar is representing, and then with that add in whatever elements support that. So like I said, certain crystals as well as certain herbs like cinnamon or cinnamon. There's more, I just can't think of any more right now, but usually I just put in cinnamon. But yes, there are many different herbs and things and spices and tea blends and loose leaves that you can add in there to heighten the energy, the vitality of your manifestation jar. And lastly, you want to put in a letter, which the letter should probably be a form of scripting. So sort of scripting out what it is that you want your reality to look like with this thing that you're manifesting, and putting it in the jar and sealing it and keeping it at your altar or keeping it somewhere sacred. It's a lot of fun and it's cute. We love it. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, a way that I manifest is having a manifestation tribe. I think a lot of the times when we have certain visions or dreams for ourselves and things that we want to manifest, we are reluctant to speak them out loud because we're scared that somebody's going to shit on them, or we're scared that it's not going to come true and then we look crazy. But the truth is that that does the opposite of manifesting it. So when you have these visions for yourself, it's important that you speak them, and you speak them boldly and loudly, because not only does it exist for you, but now when it but now it exists in the mind of somebody else, and they are helping you manifest it because they are seeing it for you. Even if they think negatively of it, it has no impact because they are still seeing that reality in their mind's eye. And the more mind's eyes that are seeing this reality for yourself, the more energy is going towards making this reality a reality. And this is something that I learned from Leora Alexandra, who's an incredible law of attraction leader and teacher, and she actually has a Facebook group called like the Baby Elephant Law of Attraction group, and that is one of my manifestation tribes. So find Facebook groups or places that you know your ideas are safe and supported, and share them, speak on them. I think when you speak up the things that you are intending for yourself, when you speak it into the universe, it just provides a whole other level of power because it's seen and it's supported and it's heard. And so those are the main ways that I manifest. Obviously I work with crystals, I work with having a clean and supportive inner dialogue, I do Kundalini breath work and all of the other energetic stuff that work alongside putting you in the most receptive space in order to manifest. But those are like the little ways in which I physically do it. So I hope that some of them resonated with you, and if you know you hadn't tried some of them before, I would encourage you to give it a go. And yeah, know that you are deserving and you are capable and you are enough, and the reality that you want for yourself already exists. There's already a timeline in which you have all of the things that you want. It's just a matter of finding yourself in that timeline by being the best version of you, working alongside the universe that you are rooted in the belief is always supporting and working for you, and being confident that you are deserving of it. Did I already say that? I just can't stress enough how deserving you are. We are all deserving of the reality that it is that we want. So just make it yours, queen. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you are doing well. Like I said, you can sign up for my newsletter in the link below. You can also keep your eye out for an exciting announcement that's coming soon. And follow me on Instagram, follow me at lalialuna.tv, and otherwise I hope you continue to do your best and be your best and stay blessed. Ooh. Bars. Anyway, bye guys.